There's a holdup in the Bronx.
Brooklyn's broken out in fights.
There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights.
There's a scout troop short a child. Cruise ships do and I go wild.
Car 54, where are you?
Tonight's program brought to you by Ice Blue Secret Deodorant. Helps keep you cool, calm, dry. And by Gleam Toothpaste with a patented GL70 formula.
That's right, Schnauzer. I rented a costume from you last year. I came as a kangaroo. No, I don't want it again. Everybody kept dropping beer cans into my pouch. Have you got an astronaut outfit?
I'm coming as an astronaut.
Oh, no. Look, I'll call you back.
You should have asked him if Muldoon ordered his king costume yet.
Muldoon, a king? Why Muldoon? Couldn't the committee have picked one of us good-looking guys?
I'll tell you why, Muldoon. Because the captain's wife's niece, Betty Lou, is coming in from Scranton again.
Oh, no.
That's right. And whoever is the king has to ask her to be the queen.
Muldoon taking a girl. That alone is worth the price of admission. I would have liked to have been there when he asked her.
He doesn't know yet.
He doesn't know?
Watch it.
Hail to the king. Make way for the king.
Cut it out, will you, Gunther? Gee, you guys must be nuts picking me as your king.
Are you kidding? You look great sitting up there on that throne, Francis.
Yeah?
Now, about your queen.
Oh, I already asked her.
You did?
Yes, and my mother was thrilled.
Your mother is going to be the queen?
Yeah, and she's already selected her ladies-in-waiting. Sergeant Fellman's mother, O'Hara's mother-in-law, and Rodriguez's aunt. Looks like a great party. Yeah, excuse me.
A great party. We're not going to a Mardi Gras. We're running a salute to the Social Security Act.
Now, look, you gotta go in there and make him face facts. He's gotta take the captain's wife's niece to that Mardi Gras.
Muldoon with a girl. Are you kidding? He runs if a Girl Scout comes to the door to sell cookies.
The success of the whole affair depends on it. Now go in there and talk to him.
I'll try.
Oh, brother, unless he has the captain's wife's niece.
What about my wife's niece?
Nothing, sir. We were just remarking how lucky we are to have her as the queen of our Mardi Gras.
Good. Where's Muldoon?
Muldoon, he's busy.
Well, tell Muldoon that my wife's niece, Betty Lou, is coming in from Scranton tomorrow. So if he'll drop into my office, he can formally ask her to be queen of the Mardi Gras.
He has to ask her?
He'd better. Look, boys, I'm going to level with you. My wife thinks her niece, Betty Lou, will make a perfect queen for Muldoon. And if my wife thinks Betty Lou will make a perfect queen, and Betty Lou is not the queen, then I'm in for a pretty hard time from my wife. And if I'm in for a pretty hard time from my wife, you boys figure out what you're in for.
Well, I'm sure Muldoon will regard it as a thrill having your wife's niece as his queen.
Good, and tell him to come into my office tomorrow and get the thrill over with. Captain's wife's niece? Me ask the captain's wife's niece to be my queen? Forget it, it's out of the question.
But Francis, she's just a girl.
I know she's a girl. I mean, I heard about it. I mean, she's a girl and forget about it.
Francis, why are you so afraid of girls?
Gunther, it's not that I'm afraid of girls. It's just that, well...
What?
Look at me. I'm 6'6", and 5'6" of me is face. You know what they call me in grammar school? Horse face.
Don't pay no attention to kids. They just repeat what other people say. I mean, boy, you sure got an inferiority complex.
I haven't got any complex. I'm just inferior. Imagine that poor girl coming all the way from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and running into this. She'd probably take the first train back to Scranton and spend the rest of her life hiding in a coal mine.
Francis!
That's the last word. I'm not asking the captain's niece or any girl to be my queen. I couldn't do that to any woman.
Did you hear?
We heard.
I didn't think he was that homely, but he sure convinced me.
You'll never ask that niece?
Ask the niece. The state of mind he's in about women, he might not even ask his mother.
Let's face it, fellas, Muldoon is a great guy, but he just hasn't got that handsome look that girls go for.
Now, what's handsome got to do with it? It's all up here, ego. Ego? That's right. If a guy thinks he's handsome, then the girls start thinking he's handsome.
Yeah, did you ever get a load of those guys at the most glamorous dames in the world, Mary?
Look at me. Always did great with the women before I got married. And I take an oath, not once was I ever mistaken for Tony Curtis.
How are we going to convince Muldoon he's handsome?
Oh, I got it. I'm going to have my wife, Lucille, call him on the phone, tell him that she's Elizabeth Taylor and that she's crazy about him.
That's silly.
What's so silly? Over the telephone, Lucille don't look too bad.
Wait a minute. Julia's right. We could get some terrific dame to go for him, tell him she's nuts about him. That would start his ego going.
Well, who you gonna...
Stop! I got it. Officer Duffy.
You mean the blonde bombshell?
She owes me a big favor. I once saved her life when she got into a tight spot acting as a decoy in a loft robbery.
Do you think she'll do it?
All I'm asking her to do is to get transferred here for a couple of days, throw herself at Muldoon so he'll think he's handsome. Maybe it is asking too much. All I did was save her life.
8 years of records to be refiled. Why did it have to be me?
Stop belly aching. We're getting you a helper.
Yeah, well, whoever he is, he better show up. I don't know why it always has to be me. Every time there's a dirty job around this precinct, get Muldoon to do it. Gee, what, am I the only guy in the precinct? Get Muldoon to do it.
Francis, here's your helper.
Well, it's about time. Here, take these and file these under accident cases 1959, and file these under O.
Here, I'll take them.
Oh, no. I can take these. I don't need any help.
Come on.
Wait, fellas, don't go. Stick around.
Just be in the way. Won't we, Rodriguez?
Where you going? Leave the door open.
Now, did you say you wanted these filed under O?
Gee.
G? I thought you said O.
Oh, that's what I meant. Oh, gee. I mean, excuse me, if you'll just... what was that, Captain? Excuse me, Captain just called me, I think.
I didn't hear him.
You didn't? Oh, well then, maybe you didn't. Whew. Boy, sure it's getting hot in here. Should we open the doors?
Why? I think we can get much more done if we're alone together.
Alone together. Oh, sure, of course. Oh, why don't you start work here in the A's, and I'll start work on the Z's, downstairs in the basement. Excuse me.
Wait! Officer Muldoon, can I be frank with you?
Frank. That's under the F's. The F's are right here.
Officer Muldoon, do you know that I asked to be transferred here?
You did?
Yes. After I saw you last year at the policeman's ball. Oh, I tried to fight against it, but I can't. I just had to be near you.
Me?
Oh, your poor hand. Oh, I'm sorry. I just can't help it.
Oh, that's all right, ma'am.
Oh, you poor thing. It's just that after dreaming of you all these months, here I am finally with you. Oh, excuse me. I just must go and pull myself together. Oh, brother.
What happened? What happened?
Shame on you, Leo. Don't you respect her feelings? Can't you see she's desperately in love with Muldoon?
Tony, it was an act. Well, did he go for it?
Look, Leo, the next time my life is in danger, stay away.
So far, so good. Look, are you sure that newspaper cameraman friend of yours knows exactly what to do?
I explained.
Good. Let's go. Hiya, Francis.
Hi.
Hey, Muldoon, what's she like?
Who?
The blonde bombshell. The one that's working with you on the files.
Oh, her? She's just a girl?
Just the girl. Every bachelor on the force has made a play for her. And she never gave any of them a tumble.
Well, I guess when she finally picks a guy, he'll be the handsomest man on the force.
Yeah, it's the same old story. Beauty goes for beauty.
You're right. Plain guys like us haven't got a chance.
Muldoon, Francis Muldoon.
I'm Muldoon.
Okay, I'm gonna take one full face and one profile.
What's this for?
This is for the police recruiting poster. I want you to give me a nice, big, determined smile.
The recruiting poster?
That's right. They always went for professional models. But the commissioner said, why pay money when we've got a guy like Muldoon? Okay, nice big smile.
Is this side all right? Because you see, on the other side I have a dimple.
Oh, no, that would be too much. People wouldn't believe it. All right, hold it. Thank you.
Anytime. Anytime. Excuse me.
Gee, thanks, Louis. That was great.
We'll pay for the film.
What film? You don't think I had film in this camera? And after that face, I just hope the camera's all right.
We've got him going. Come on.
Ooh, did you hear about it? They're going to use Francis's face on a recruiting poster.
Oh, isn't that nice? Explain to him.
Come in, Tootie.
He doesn't.
He does.
He doesn't.
I'm telling you, he does.
What is it?
Nothing. Jimmy here says you look exactly like David Niven.
David Niven.
I guess you're right. Except David Niven has a mustache.
Say, Leo,
What is it?
when's the captain's wife's niece coming to town?
He said tomorrow. He's bringing her down to the precinct.
Tomorrow, huh?
Why? Are you thinking of asking her to be your queen?
Oh, I might just do that little thing, old boy.
Of course I don't mind not being queen. But I'm so happy that my beautiful baby boy is going to have a beautiful queen sitting next to him.
Oh, Mom, don't call me beautiful.
You were always a beautiful baby, Francis. You know who you were named after? Francis X. Bushman. He was my idol of the silver screen.
Personally, I like David Niven. There's something about him.
There was something about Francis X. Bushman, too. But those were silent pictures, and you didn't hear it. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Muldoon. Are you going to the church bazaar?
Yes, I'm going to the church bazaar. Good, I'll see you there.
Wait a minute, Mother. Tell Miss Dugan I'd like to speak to Rhoda.
Oh, sure. Rhoda, come here.
What is it, Mother?
Francis Muldoon wants to talk to
Oh,
you.
Mother.
Rhoda, Francis is a nice boy. At least you can be civil to him.
All right. Hello, Francis.
Hello there, Rhoda Chicky baby. This is Frankie Muldoon. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Francis?
Look, sweets, I gotta whip over the Candlelight Club and arrange about our Mardi Gras. How about making the scene with me? Well, how about it, sweets? Yes or no?
I'd love it. 8 o'clock? Thank you.
Are you going out with Francis Muldoon?
Yes,
But you always thought he was such a stick in the mud.
I know, but he sounded so exciting. Oh, Mother, he actually sounded good-looking. Francis. Champagne.
Look, kid, you're not out with a beer and pretzels man tonight.
Oh, I know. I'm out with one of the most fascinating men I've ever met.
Oh, Rhoda, don't start that again.
But it's true, Francis. Why, I've known you ever since high school, but I never thought you were so exciting. To you.
To you. Excuse me, honey. I gotta make a phone call. Name's Frankie Muldoon. Ring-a-ding-ding. Here's to you, gorgeous.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Gretlow. I know somebody who's going to ask you to be queen at our Mardi Gras.
By the way, Tootie, where is Muldoon?
I don't know. He didn't pick me up this morning.
He's late. He's probably working up courage to meet you, Betty Lou.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Excuse us.
I wonder what's keeping him.
Oh, please, Uncle. You know how I feel about meeting men.
Well, if there's one person you don't have to be frightened of, it's Francis Muldoon. Why, he's the shyest, the most timid man I've ever met. He never leaves his mother's side. Why, he's the...
Is that Francis Muldoon? My, he has a good-looking mother.
That's not his mother. In fact, I'm not even sure that's Muldoon. I'll introduce you. Come on. Muldoon, I want you to meet...
Muldoon, telephone.
Excuse me, Captain.
Uncle Paul,
Come on.
please.
Look, Joyce, I told you not to call me at the station.
Danes have been calling all morning.
Look, baby, I can't talk to you right now. Dinner in your apartment tonight. Could be. I'll call you back.
Muldoon, I want you to meet...
Excuse me.
Come on.
I waited at the table until they threw me out. I sat by the phone all night. Oh, Francis, when am I going to see you again?
No, kid, take it easy. I'll call you up when I get around to it. Why don't you go home and get some sleep? You look terrible.
Well, you will call, won't you?
Yeah, I'll call.
Muldoon, I want you to meet my...
Muldoon, telephone.
Excuse me.
Come on.
Now take it easy, Loretta. What? Don't be silly. Of course you can live without me. Tonight, gee, I don't know. Look, Cookie, there's just so much of me to go around.
Look, Muldoon, this is...
Muldoon, telephone.
Hello, who is it? Stephanie, not now. What is it, Captain?
Muldoon, this is my niece, Betty Lou Cretlow.
Hi, kid.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Muldoon?
Oh, so you two met.
They just met.
Isn't it fortunate that Miss Gretlow came here just in time for our Mardi Gras?
Yeah, swell. Excuse me, I got a dress.
Leo, I thought he was going to ask her.
He will.
What's happened to that stick in the mud?
Oh, Uncle Paul, I think he's the most fascinating man I ever met in my life.
No, sir.
I'll talk to him. Who are you talking about?
Muldoon. When he walked in this morning, it was like I saw him for the first time. Oh, Leo, do something, will you? I'm crazy about him.
Muldoon? You said he was a dull clod.
A dull clod? He's the most beautiful thing that ever happened to me. Oh, Leo, talk to him.
I'll talk to him. What's going on in here?
What? Oh. My goodness. My face is a mess this morning. Well, what?
Did you ask her?
Oh, no. A gray hair.
Francis, there's another one.
Stop that. Well, did you ask her?
Ask who?
The captain's wife's niece. Did you ask her to be a queen at the Mardi Gras?
Her with me? Are you kidding?
But yesterday you said that...
That was yesterday. Boys, I can do better than that.
Better than that? Leo, did you hear?
I heard. Look, Francis, the whole thing was a setup, so you should ask her.
Will you look at those circles under my eyes?
Circles under his eyes? Good, tell him what he's got to do.
If you put cold water under your eyes, it'll get rid of your circles just like that.
What's happening? Look, Francis.
Excuse me. If I don't rub some cream in my face, it'll be a mess by tonight.
We overdid it.
We created a Frankenstein.
We had a Frankenstein. We created a Rock Hudson.
Leo's gonna take that niece or it's gonna be me.
Come on. Francis, look.
Excuse me. Gunther, would you hand me that eyebrow tweezer?
Never mind that.
When they get bushy, it takes all the character out of your eyes.
Francis, stop this craziness and listen to me.
Look, Leo, if it's about this ridiculous idea of yours of me taking the captain's niece to the Mardi Gras, forget it.
But the captain is counting on it. What would it hurt you if you made her your queen?
Leo, you saw her. She's plain. Going out with me, it would just embarrass her.
Embarrass her?
Sure, girls don't like to go out with someone who's prettier than they are.
This I don't believe.
Face facts. She should go out with someone in her own league, like Nicholson.
Like me?
No offense, Ed, but certain guys have it. They got that certain that girls go for. You got to be born with it.
Born with it. You never had it, you never will have it.
Oh, come on, fellas, come on. Look at this. What do you see?
I'll tell you what I see. I see the same old horse face I've been looking at for the last 10 years.
Horse face. Stop being jealous.
Jealous? Muldoon, come down to earth. This whole thing was rigged. We got Darlene Duffy to make a play for you. The photographer didn't even have any film in the camera. We were trying to build up your confidence.
We gave you so much, even the girls fell for it.
You're the same old horse face you always were, and you always will be. And once you lose your confidence, you're through.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Come on.
Wait a minute, Gunther. Tell me the truth. Do I have a horse face? I mean, is it the kind of face girls go for?
Of course.
Thanks.
After all, everybody loved Black Beauty.
Wrong, I still got it. This is kind of long. It's got lots of character. Yeah. Ah, they're just jealous. I still have it. Or have I?
Look, Rhoda, I mean, I think you'd make a beautiful Mardi Gras queen with me as king. Not that I'm the best-looking guy in the world, but I have been mistaken for David Niven. No, huh? Well, I do have the sort of face that... Rhoda, have you ever read Black Beauty? It's a beautiful story about a beautiful horse.
Excuse me.
Oh, here, let me light that. That's funny. Yesterday, everything worked. Look, Joyce, our precinct's having a little Mardi Gras, and I think a beautiful girl like you would be the perfect queen for me. Here we are. Well, how about it? Oh, hi over there. Our precinct's having a Mardi Gras. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Our precinct's having a Mardi Gras. Would you?
Thanks, fellas. You certainly got me off the hook. Are you sure he's gonna ask her?
Sure. First thing in the morning, he begged for a chance to ask her.
Shh. Betty Lou, ma'am, I'd be honored if you'd accept. I mean, I know I'm not much to look at, but if you'd accept, I mean, if you'd lower yourself to be my queen. Imagine me being king, a horse face like me, but I think a lovely girl like you as queen. The two of us could sit up there and, well, we could. Tonight's program brought to you by Prel Concentrate, the shampoo in the handy unbreakable tube. And by Tide, your wash gets cleaner every week with Tide.